Hey everybody, what's up? This is Jeremy with the Southeast Harm Reduction Project, aka Shark. I got my Metroplex shirt on. I got my man making the medical amnesty raccoon with me today. Don't look too closely at his face. We're going to be talking real quick about 911 medical amnesty laws and naloxone access laws in the Southeast and the rest of the country, and send us a well-deserved thank yous and shout outs to some really awesome people. So stick around. We'll see you on the other side of the intro. Welcome to my library. Today we're going to try and keep it short and sweet, and we're talking about 911 medical amnesty and naloxone access laws. Right now we've got 42 states that allow third-party naloxone prescriptions and 35 states plus the District of Columbia that allow some sort of medical amnesty for people who call to report an overdose. It varies by state, so as always, familiarize yourself with the laws in your state. And every state in the Southeast allows third-party naloxone prescriptions, so that's awesome. Mississippi and South Carolina, we need to get on it with the 911 medical amnesty. The Northeast is pretty well covered. As you move further west, the Midwest, not so much. Out west, not so much. Southwest, come on guys, let's get on it. These laws are going to have to come from grassroots level. The politicians aren't going to do this on their own, so we need to make a lot of noise and make this happen across the country because these laws are saving lives. In Georgia, in less than 2 years, we've had close to 400 overdose reversals by community members, peer substance users, and family members, and 50 overdose reversals by law enforcement. In North Carolina, they've had over 2,000. These laws are saving lives, so let's get on it. Our law in Georgia protects both the caller and the victim and grants immunity from parole and probation violations. Also covers underage drinking incidents if somebody calls to report an alcohol poisoning. As for naloxone access, Georgia law now allows anyone to carry naloxone, medication that can reverse overdoses from opioids like heroin, oxycodone, hydrocodone, methadone, Vicodin, morphine. I'll put a more complete list up on the screen because there's a lot of them. It also protects the person administering naloxone from civil liability if something goes wrong. Naloxone is a really safe medication, except the person who you give it to might go into withdrawal when you give it to them. Watch our other videos that talk about how to administer naloxone, how to recognize an overdose, and what to do if you're at the scene of an overdose. There were over 47,000 overdoses in the United States in 2014. Georgia was one of the states with the highest increase. We had between 2013 and 2014 more than 10% increase in overdoses. In 2014 there were over 1,200 people who overdosed, but we've got a lot more work ahead of us and a lot more lives to save and a lot more naloxone to get out into the hands of people who need it. And I promised this to people who donated to my Mobile Causes campaign to raise money for naloxone for Atlanta harm reduction and Georgia overdose prevention, and they are Megan Gilpatrick King, Katie Smith, Ryan Reed Hancock, my Georgia Cares 19 comrade, Julie Apperson, Rachel Heath, Julie Stampler, and my wife Tori. The money that y'all have contributed so far will buy 5.5 kits, so if we can get just a little more, we'll have 6 kits. We're only a little more than halfway through April. This is going through the entire month of April, so you've got plenty of time to donate. I'll put a link to that in the description below. And you might have noticed I've got a brand new Metroplex shirt on. There was a fundraiser and Metroplex reunion event at Stage 13 in Atlanta last night. It was a really awesome event, some really awesome people. We gave out 9 naloxone kits, raised money to buy more naloxone kits, and had a really awesome time. I want to thank Paul Cornwell and Mona Bennett for helping put that together, and thank all the bands who were there too, including Antagonizers ATL, Blue Tower, Liars in Wait, and anybody else who I missed, and everybody else who was there. It was an awesome time. I look forward to more events like that in the future, and I'm really looking forward to Antagonizers ATL CD release party May 21st at the Highlander. I'm going to be there. If you're in Georgia, I hope to see you there, and as always, take care, practice harm reduction, and thanks for watching. Peace.